Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome for the first time and I'm happy to have you. It is still spooky season here on this channel. So I'm going to be doing another fall/Halloween nail look on some press-ons. You don't have to do press-ons if you don't want. You can put this design on acrylic, Gel X, whatever floats your boat, you know the deal. So let's go ahead and just jump right into the tutorial. So the first thing you're going to need is a stand. I'm using this one, but if I'm being honest, I don't love it. And the reason why is because I think it's just not the most sturdy thing. There's a magnet that connects the gold pieces to the base of the stand, but they move a lot and it can be quite annoying sometimes. So I'm actually going to upgrade these, but I don't have them in yet, so we're going to use this today. So next I'm going to grab my sticky tabs and I'm going to use this to adhere the tips onto the little gold pieces back there. I choose this over putty because I feel like it's just a lot stronger. I also love the fact that this is of dual use. So these are actually originally made to help you attach your press-on nails to your natural nails. But as you can see, there are like 20 pieces here and I'm not using every single size. So the sizes I don't use, I just attach it onto the gold pieces to hold my press-ons. So next I'm going to go ahead and grab my tips, and of course it is Halloween, so I'm using stiletto tips. These are from Maxx. You guys have seen these multiple times on my channel. I actually have them on right now. What I'm doing here is just grabbing my sizes. I pretty much know my sizes by heart at this point because I use this brand pretty often. So I'm going to go ahead and grab each of the sizes I need and then lay them on my desk. So now that I have all my sizes laid out, I'm actually going to set up my stand. Now, since I am making press-ons for my left hand, I like to lay them out in order from left to right. So in this case, I'm going to put my pinky on the far left and then my thumb on the far right. So now my tips are on the stand and they are ready to go, but I still need to prep them. As you can see here, the tips have a very shiny surface, and if I went and applied gel polish to them just like this, the polish is going to slide right on off. So we need to create some texture, and what I'm going to do is take a buffing block and remove all the shine from each of the nails. As you can see here, the tips are no longer shiny, and when I zoom in, you can see the little scratches that are made on the nail. They're so small, you can't even see them. This is with a very close zoom lens, but this is what we're looking for because we need the tip to have some texture, a little bit of etching, so that all the gel polish sticks to it. We don't want the gel polish sliding off, especially because we intend to use these press-ons multiple times. So I'm going to go ahead and do this for each of the nails. So here are what the tips are looking like all buffed. As you can see, there's not a shine in sight. They are nice and matte, which is perfect for what we need. So now I'm going to apply a base coat, and I'm going to use this one from OPI. So when I'm applying this base coat, I'm making sure that I'm using the thinnest layers possible because when you are making press-ons, you want to make sure that they don't look bulky on the nail. And if you use too many thick layers of gel polish, that's exactly what's going to happen. So I'm making sure to use the thinnest layers that I possibly can. Now I need to go ahead and cure this in my lamp. Typically, I always check the back of the bottle to see what's the recommended curing time. Unfortunately, this one didn't say, so 60 seconds is going to be the safe bet. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so our tips are prepped. They are ready for nail art, and let's go ahead and get to the exciting part. I'm starting off by applying this nude base color. This is Mocha Mousse Cake by Beetles. It's one of my favorite nude base colors because it just looks so good on every skin tone. It also is very affordable and I love it. So I'm done applying the first layer of polish, and now I'm going to cure this in my lamp for about 60 seconds. Now, I've mentioned this before in previous videos. As much as I love this base color, it is not a one coat coverage type of gel polish. So I always apply a second layer of this to get the color that I want. So that's what I'm going to do here now. And then once I'm done applying the second layer, I then cure for another 60 seconds. Next, I'm taking the shade Shadows, and this is by Madam Glam. It's a deep dark purple, and I absolutely love this. If you missed the unboxing for this, I will link that here and you can see all the other swatches that came in this collection. But I like to apply this directly onto my glass palette because I am going to be drawing some French tips. So I'm taking this brush by the brand Wistonia and I'm going to map out my French tips. I absolutely love this brush. It is the perfect length and it just makes drawing French tips so much easier because the brush does a lot of the work. So I've tried so many different French tip techniques and this one actually is my favorite so far. What I like to do is draw 2 diagonal lines, one on each side. And then I'll come down and draw the smile line and then connect all the lines together. I need to try some more French tip hacks, but this one so far is a little bit easier than anything else I've tried. And if you have some French tip hacks, leave them in the comments down below. So my French tips are all done. They look good enough for me. If I stare at them too long, I will find some type of flaw, so I like to just get it over with. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on. So next I'm gonna grab this purple chrome, and if you can see here on the sticker, it has like a yellow, green, purple shift going on. I have been waiting all year to use this because it is just instant Halloween vibes when you see it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on top of those French tips. Now some people like to use black or white underneath their chrome. It's really up to you depending on the hue and the shade that you want to get with your chrome powder, because whatever color you put underneath really does impact how the chrome shows. If you use black, it's going to be darker. If you're going to use white, the chrome is going to be lighter. Just, you know, a little basic color theory. I didn't want the chrome to be darker, lighter. I just wanted it to stay the exact same. So that's why I use that purple. I'm going to use an applicator sponge brush and then apply the chrome only in the purple areas. Now, if you get chrome in places you don't want it, don't worry too much about it. It's very easy to clean up and you're going to see me do that actually in the next steps. So you'll see here that my applicator sponge brush is blue, and it's because I used this one to apply a blue chrome and I wanted to use the leftover blue chrome and mix it with the purple chrome to see if I can get an even cooler effect. It really didn't make that much of a difference if I'm being honest, but I just wanted to try it. So you can see here really well that shift of the blue and the green and the purple, and it looks so good. I love it so much. So there are some areas where I got the chrome on the nude parts of the nail, and I want to remove that so that the French tips look nice and clean. So to do that, I'm taking some acetone in a flat brush and then moving back and forth to remove the chrome from the areas I don't want it. So here is what the chrome looks like. There's no top coat applied yet. Sometimes it is hard to see that green and the yellow depending on how I'm holding it in the light, but it's definitely there. So to seal that chrome all in, I'm taking a top coat and applying that to each of the nails. So I recently found this charm set at Hobby Lobby for like $2 or $3, so super cheap. And it has moons, stars, more stars in this set. But then I also found this sequin star glitter thing at the dollar store. And you can see how tiny these stars are. So they're perfect for nail art. And then here are how small the charms that I got from Hobby Lobby are. And I thought that these would be great together and perfect to go with that deep, dark purple French tip because it just gives me like a little bit of a witchy vibe. I really like them all together. So let's go ahead and apply these on to the nail. So I'm actually going to be using hard gel today. I typically use Maxx rhinestone glue, but because these are so tiny, I thought hard gel would be a lot easier to work with. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hard gel right on the center of the nail and then apply the charms where I want. So I decided I didn't want to use too many charms because I really don't want to take away from the purple French tip because I think the color is so pretty and I want it to be the focus of the nail look. And I only put the charms that I had in the center of the nail, like right where the French tip starts to go in a downward motion. And I alternated the charms that I used just to make it a bit interesting and make sure that each nail is not the exact same, but similar. So I am going to cure this in my lamp for 60 seconds to make sure that the builder gel is nice and secure. And then I'm going to apply this top coat. Anytime I'm working with charms, I make sure to seal them in with a top coat. Now, these charms, as you guys know, were like $2.99, $3.99, super cheap, super affordable. But the reason why brands are able to price them that low is because they're using a lower quality metal. So have the expectation that anytime you have these cheap charms that the color will fade if you don't seal them in with a top coat. So here are what the nails are looking like. I absolutely love them. I love how they're just very simple, but they still give you Halloween, fall, witchy vibe. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these on, and here they are. So if you enjoyed today's spooky tutorial, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, be sure to do so on your way out, and I will see you in the next video.